Alright, we've got another 1v1 matchup over here. Over here in blue, playing as Huns, we have Jordan, and on this side over here, we have Orcus playing in green, who is also Huns. This game of Starter will look a lot more in depth to what the players are doing, and we'll see how that turns out. So 3 villagers gone straight to the berries over here, as he does not have any sheep, and you need to keep those villagers busy starting. This villager here waiting here, because that sheep will get there quite soon, and as soon as it's killed, these villagers here will come off, get rid of all their food into the town centre there, and hopefully start on these sheep here. As we can see, more and more sheep coming in. Over here, doing a bit of sheep scouting. So he scouted his gold there, scouted his stone, and scouted his berries, and scouted his main lumber camp. As we can see, the villagers have now come off the berry bushes and have gone onto the sheep. That will speed it up, so it's not too hectic at the moment. As you can see, just starting on the sheep there, just with 1 extra there, so as soon as this one here is finished, as you can see, it will be quite soon, that they'll be able to move straight into this one, and moving the next one in as well. Moving them in one by one, that way they aren't all just killed off at once, and if they're all killed off at once, it means meat can rot off, as it does with any wild animal when it's killed, but reducing the amount of meat that can rot definitely helps your economy. Over here, so he's up to 10 population, so that is 6 on food, and over here, another person there, so he's got 4 on wood. Alright, so that is the 12th villager coming out here to lure the boar. Probably put a house down. Let's have a look. Going up here, and hasn't decided to put a house down. Just luring it here, so we're up to 13 villagers now, still 4 on wood, just more going to food. As you can see, luring it right down around here, quite a good lure. And trying to re-lure it there. And there we go, so that's that one there. 15 villagers now with 5 on wood. The rest on food, and a dock has just come up. So fishing ships coming in there, and using this villager here to wall off here, as well as collect some fish on the way back. As you can see, full there, so may as well. Over here again, luring that next boar in, 18 villagers. Another one on food, still only 5 on wood. But up over here, 1 fishing ship as well, and using this villager up here to wall this area here off. Still using these sheep to scatter, as it is a highlands map. There is only one way across, so it is very unlikely that they'll be able to steal your sheep. Okay, as you can see here, on the boar and on the sheep there as well, so the first boar's already gone, and 24 population now. And there we go, and starting to advance there on 25 population, so 24 villagers. Quick look here, what we're doing, we've got 17 there, 19 on wood there, so all villagers have gone to wood, as he does have these fishing ships up here. And moving on to gold now with 3 villagers, so he's going to be able to get that gold to either advance or put up those early archers. So we'll hit here again, and still 17 lumberjacks. And over here we now have 3 miners, and 1 builder, as another dock starts coming up over here to produce more fishing ships. Because he has all the fishing ships up already, it means he can go straight to wood and doesn't have to do so much food, because he's able to get the food using the lumberjacks. And also this gold here is going to be used to produce galleons, well, galleys at this point in the game, and they can be used to sink his opponent's fishing ships as soon as possible. As we can see, 4 sheep still here, as he needs wood more than he needs food at this point in the game. These fishing ships here are more than able to handle getting the food for him, so if he can just keep them producing, he'll just keep food producing and be able to save up that food a bit quicker. As we can see here, a bit of a galley war going on. Of course, with galleys at this point in the game, it's 2 outnumbers at the moment. As we can see, 3 there for Jordan and only 1 left for Orcus now. 2 there now, so he will have to retreat from this, especially if more of these ones coming here, and rebuilding these galleys as well. Alright, so we'll come back down to the economy down here, still producing villagers, going back onto the food here to get a little bit more of that supply up. We'll have a look over here again, 17 lumberjacks, 2 shepherds and 7 miners, so that means he's gone very heavy on gold, but we'll hit back up here now. As we can see, both players have walled off their section, and has quite a good view over here. I've decided not to show what Orcus is doing, just so it's more from the perspective of Jordan, just so you can see how that is. Also, Jordan now on 1,624, and Orcus only on 1,141. No doubt due to this count here of these galleys, and taking down the galleys and the docks. On this side here, a blacksmith coming up there, and a mill coming up there now as well, so moving on to those berries as well. Now with 49 population, creating another villager there. 52 now, more galleys being created. As you can see on this side over here, Orcus going to all these fishing ships, however he is not going to get very far. And once you have control of the water in this kind of area, it's pretty hard not to, well, it's pretty hard to lose it, because you can just station ships all along the way down. down here, and when those ships are stationed, they aren't going to be able to create a dock, and even if they do, you'll know exactly where it is and can come destroy it before they can really do anything. The only way to really take it back is to put in a heap of towers or a castle, and then they just can't get too close. Alright, so just more and more just fighting going on the water, standard development. We'll come back down here, and a market coming up here. Obviously using that to wall there as well, and forcing anything to go past the town centre there. At this point, still on the sheep, so this is very good economical management here, and on the berries, so he hasn't had to put out too many farms just yet, which means he's able to save wood for all these galleys. And you can see, taking out the last dock there, and this gives him a good opportunity as well. He is now able to land on his opponent's area there using ships instead of having to fight straight through here, so he can do a pretty good surprise attack, honestly. So going to Castle Age now, and as you can see, still losing those berries, and run out of sheep now. For where he is in the game, that's pretty damn good. He's up to 62 population, only just finished his sheep. That's a pretty good effort. We'll have a look down here now. So he has 1 builder, 6 farmers, 3 foragers, 18 lumberjacks, and 7 miners. And of course, that doesn't include all the fishing ships he had. There we go there. So as we can see, the scout has now been dropped over using his transport ship, and stable now coming up in his base. So he is now able to explore Oricus' island. So as we can see there, and the palisade wall coming up there for Oricus. And as we can see now, just gone into Castle Age, which means war galleys and knights. Of course, at this point, he does have complete control of his water, so it might not be worth getting the war galley upgrade. But at this point in time, it's definitely worth getting those knights out. As we can see, a stable coming up over here and a siege workshop, so he will be able to push straight into Oricus' base from here. As you can see, these ships here just trying to destroy this stone wall. However, I don't think that's going to happen very easily. Another town centre up there. Always put another town centre up. That's one thing I always stress in these villages. You always have to have at least one extra town centre. As you can see here, creating knights. Both players in Castle Age. However, knights, of course, being able to kill off those crossbows we saw earlier. And that mangonel there is going to do a lot of damage to those crossbows and can even outfire that town centre. So at this point in time, if he wants to go for it, he is completely able to. Cavalry archers there now, of course being Huns, you have to go for cavalry archers there, probably your best advantage. As you can see, repairing this one here, and just doing some damage to these villages here. Another mangonel out there, and another 2 knights. And he's stacking into this area here, and we'll come back and look at the economy again. Still on these berry bushes, very well done there. Another town centre up over there. As we can see there, 26 lumberjacks, 20 farmers, so he is going heavily into food now. As you can see, all the fish out here is starting to run out, so you'll have to transit from there eventually. As you can see, building these knights to counter those cavalry archers. Knights, of course, being extremely bulky and having all that armor upgrades being perfect to take out any kind of archer, as well as mangonel. So basically he's gone completely archer. His army is completely based on archer defense. As you can see here, going for this villager here, and seeing that mangonel, so taking that one there out. That knight there getting stuck, and of course if you can micro your cavalry archers well, you can take out knights fairly easy. Especially if you're doing it like this, because they will use their internal GPS, and if you get to that, they will turn around and try to go the other way instead. As you see, a monastery coming out there, so it could be ready to go Imperial. And again, just keeping this village up here busy by just constantly building. As we can see here, just continuing to do damage up here. And into his base now. This base here will develop further, and we'll have a look up here. So university coming up, and saving up the gold there, and the food, so he's more than ready as well. And another gold mine coming up there. On this side up here, doing lots of damage to those cavalry archers and mangonel. However, he is commanding his own units there, as you saw. And as you can see there, he just used the split formation, so he took less damage from that mangonel. Going Imperial now, which can mean for Huns you can get the Onagara, and you can also get up to Paladins if you wish. So as you can see now, this villager all the way over here hiding. And as you can see, just creating more and more knights, more and more mangonels. Lots of knights that are being created. This area here, fishing ships running out of fish. Of course, fishing ships do gather slowly from shore fish compared to deep sea fish. But it's the same with just villagers and wild animals and sheep, really. So creating battering rams there, no doubt to soak up the damage from his cavalry archers. And of course, if they can get into his base, they can do a lot of damage. That's one thing about Hun Wars. If you can get siege rams out, definitely use them. Siege rams will just soak up the damage, gives your opponent can panic when they see them coming towards it and just auto-target at them. And when that happens, honestly, it just soaks up a lot of the damage. As you can see here, Mangonel's doing a lot of damage, as you can see with that splash. And more damage there from Mangonels, and chasing him off with his knights. Comes through here, and that's Oricus' good game. He knows he's not going to be able to compete with it once he's in Imperial. I thought it was quite a good game, but let me know what you think. Again, just remember to subscribe and comment, and really just like the video. Alright, thanks for watching.